all honor and praise to my God, who orders my steps each and every day. To Post Commander Comrade George Friday, to all the members of the McNair True High Post 622, to other veterans gathered, to sponsors and friends, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I first want to say thank you for the opportunity to stand before you today to talk a little bit about your theme, honoring the dead by serving the living. When America was still in its infancy, the newly formed United States was nearly defeated. It was 2 years into the War of 1812. The British Royal Navy was going up the Chesapeake into the Baltimore Harbor. They had occupied Washington, D.C., burning the White House and the U.S. Capitol in its wake. But something happened on the rainy night of September 3rd, 1814, that has impacted us for a long time. Francis Scott Key, a lawyer and part-time poet, was captured and was on board a British ship in the Baltimore Harbor. He witnessed firsthand the British bombarding of Fort McHenry. But when Key awoke the next morning, he saw the American flag still waving above Fort McHenry. It was a symbol of hope.
Yeah. He
wrote a poem, and that poem turned into the American national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. How many times have we heard that song? But when you sit back and really think of the context of the words with Francis Scott Key sitting on that ship, and the U.S. getting pummeled and looking like our country was going to fall apart, that flag was still waving the next morning. That brings a whole different meaning to that song. The beauty is we are in the land of the free, and everybody benefits from it. The home of the brave, in my mind, is saying specifically to veterans that it is because of you that we have this freedom and liberty. That is also why we celebrate Thanksgiving. That is, giving thanks. Those who celebrated the first Thanksgiving persevered by drawing strength from each other. And today, we once come together again in that spirit of unity to overcome our challenges, remaining thankful for our freedom and the blessings of family, community, and country. Amen. As Americans, each of us has our own list of things and people to be thankful for. But there are some blessings we all share. We're especially grateful for the men and women who defend our country overseas. We're also grateful for the Americans like this Post who are taking their time out of the holiday season to serve in soup kitchens and shelters, making sure their neighbors have a hot meal and a place to stay. This sense of mutual responsibility, the idea that I am my brother's keeper, I am my sister's keeper, has always been a part of what makes our country special. And it's one of the reasons the Thanksgiving tradition has endured. The very first Thanksgiving was a celebration of community during a time of great hardship, and we have followed that example ever since. Even when the fate of our union was far from certain, during a civil war, 2 world wars, a Great Depression, Americans drew strength from each other. They had faith that tomorrow would be better than today, and we're grateful that they did. As during this holiday season, we pause to remember the pilgrims, the pioneers, and the veterans who helped make this country what it is. They faced impossible odds, and yet somehow they persevered. Today, it is our turn. So as another Veterans Day passes and Thanksgiving nears, it's a good time to assess our own lives to see if we are being of service to our neighbors and community. We all likely have someone who is a veteran in our lives. What a great way to tell our veterans by showing with our own service. After all, they provided us with one of the greatest displays of service ever, as they fought for our country and helped secure the freedoms we so enjoy every day. So during this season of giving, I implore you to be blessed, give of yourself, and stay safe. God bless you and thank you. I will talk about Triad real quick?
Yes.
Triad is our senior citizen crime prevention program. We meet every third Thursday at the Shepherd Baptist Church from 2 to 3. We bring in experts in different areas to help our senior citizens stay safe. And I actually see some of our seniors, one coming in, who are part of that program, and some sitting out here as well. So we invite any of you who are senior citizens, even if you're in denial, come and join us on the third Thursday, every third Thursday at Good Shepherd Baptist Church at 2 o'clock. And in December, we're doing something a little different. But if you pass me your name and your number and your address, we'll make sure you get the phone call, because we don't mail cards, we put the notice in the papers, but I do a robocall to everybody who's a part of our Triad community. So if you pass me your name and number, address, we'll make sure you get the phone call. And actually, for those of you who aren't in our Triad, we're asking that you call on Monday if you intend to come on December 5th. We changed the day in December to December 5th. We're having actually a holiday gala with after 5 attire and long gowns, the formal thing for our senior citizens in December. So listen out for that call if you're already a part of the Triad community, and if you choose to be a part of our community, please give me your name and number. So thank you again, and God bless you.
All right.